Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your Mutt team. Enjoy the show. Welcome, everyone, to Madden Ultimate Team 20. The official launch was last evening, so everyone who wanted to get the official game now has it today. You didn't have to pre-order, so I welcome you all. I definitely would recommend going and checking out some of the getting into mutt things and building your team videos that I have put out so far. That'll definitely help you get started. We'll be talking about training and trophies in upcoming videos, but today we are talking about those upper echelon players, the mutt superstars, and the limited time legends that came out yesterday. And the first legend that I am very excited to talk about is the Twitch Prime player. It did take a little bit of doing, but I was able to claim my Jim Brown, the man, the myth, the legend. Very excited about having him on my team. He is a little bit slow. I'm very excited to see what his card potentially will come out as tomorrow. We have not gotten official word about that, but it is just an assumption. He is absolutely a beast and someone you can definitely use to truck over people. At this point in the game, there are not a lot who are able to do what he is. I do believe that he is equipped with Freight Train. I do believe that is what we are seeing under his 85 halfback, and then you see the one below the little train, so that is showing you that he is already equipped with an ability that you are able to use, so that is very exciting. Just a quick note on how to get him. Just log into the normal Twitch page. There's the little crown. There's Twitch loot there all the time, probably for games that you don't play all that frequently. But this time you are able to use that to get a Jim Brown, so that is very exciting. At the very least, he'll be 200 training for you. I will definitely use him on my team. I'm a little bit weak at halfback. Do have Philip Lindsay now at this point. I did acquire him this morning actually, so excited to see what he can do and what Jim Brown can do beside him. As you can see, the limited time legends off to the right, John Randall, Dan Deerdorf, Ray Guy, and Jan Stenerud. Hopefully that was halfway close. These players are going to be very hard to acquire. They do have a cap of 250,000, or at least the ceiling or floor, excuse me. So they will not be selling for anything less than that, and probably 25% above that. So 275,000 range because of tax purposes. So just keep that in mind if you do want one of these players. Something Kralo did note is that for each of these players you will be able to play a solo for their power up card, so you will be able to go in and get a lower version of these players if you do use training to power them up. Sadly, at this point, training is quite expensive, and the way that you are able to acquire the MUT superstars, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit, at least the main way, is through training, so that will keep that up at least for the foreseeable future. And the lowest valued of these legends, not ultimate legends, that will take me a minute and probably a couple of videos to get through, is Ray Guy. Obviously, he's going to be the best punter in the game. I don't really need to say much more than that. If you do want a punter, you should definitely go get his power up and power him up. These players will be worth quite a bit, and there probably will be people who are buying them up. So if you are able to pull them, I would definitely sell them and try to acquire other things for your team, at least for the kicker and punter. And for the kicker, again, another standout, has kick power that is well beyond kind of what you can go out and get now. I think he's four better than what Tucker would be. He is going to be significantly more. So again, if you need this kicker, I would definitely use the power up path instead of the limited time. Next man up at right tackle, we have Dan Deerdorf. He is by far the best right tackle in the game. He is better at every stat category. who I consider probably is the best, Lane Johnson. He's kind of straight across the board 80, so that is the reason that he's about 10 above him in every category. Lane Johnson has incredible athleticism. Deerdorf is very athletic as well. I'm going to get Deerdorf's power up, and he's going to be my right tackle, and Lane's going to be playing a little bit of tight end, potentially pulling guard, depending on what I do need him for. But if you can get Deerdorf, even his legend, I mean, his legend's going for 500,000. So at this point, I would sell him off and then use other um, pieces that might be a little bit smaller, power up his card to potentially 88, 89, and have the best right tackle in the game for a fifth of that price through the power up, and then you're able to sell him off and bolster the rest of your team significantly. That is something that I have been able to do. I had the opportunity to have Jalen Ramsey on my team. I did sell him, picked up Patrick Peterson, and that was about a third of the price of what Ramsey is. I do find Ramsey to be a little bit better, but he is just a little bit too slow for what I like to put on the field. So um, if you are able to do that, sell off the upper echelon player at this point because their prices will fall going through the next week. I do believe there's going to be great ways to make coins in this game, but those players will start to drop off as better players continue to come into the game. And the scariest player that probably did come out for the Legends is John Randall, just for the sake of how bad the interior offensive linemen are at this point. Left guards are pretty much non-existent except for Norwell. Centers are hard to come by, and Alex Mack is a very good run blocker, but if you put him up against these rushing stats, John Randall is going to eat all day. So it is a little bit tricky to say sell him off, but he's going for 800,000 coins as his lowest card, so definitely try the power up path and try to find a better way to use him, but he is by far the best defensive lineman in the game at this point. We'll be going through how you can acquire Patrick Mahomes and Gilmore through the solos, but as you can see here, they are selling for around 350,000 coins. You can potentially make them for lower than that, but it will take a significant amount of time using training and purchasing cards from the store. And the most exciting news that did come out later on in the day and was discussed more this morning was in regards to these superstars. You can get an 89 to 90 overall Nat Superstar Master by simply playing through these solos or ultimate challenges, depending on what verbiage you would like to use. Of course, challenges is the correct verbiage, but you don't actually have to go through and get all of the stars to acquire these. You can actually seemingly miss out on 100 stars and still get your 89 to 90 overall Nat Superstar player, and that is very, very exciting because that means you can potentially go and get Patrick Mahomes for playing solos and not actually have to spend any coin on him. Again, he will be Nat, so you won't be able to go out and get that 350,000 coins, but at this point, I'm using Baker Mayfield. I really appreciate him. You just understand you have to have his feet set and keep him in a clean pocket to the best of your ability, but Mahomes can kind of rise above some of that. So I'm very excited about doing my best to go in and get to 145 stars. At this point, I do want to note this as well. You cannot get him today. There will be more daily superstar challenges that will continue to come out. These will not go away, so don't fret if you can't get on one certain day. You won't miss out on getting Mahomes any sooner. You will be able to go back and play these. And if I was not clear with those solos for those limited time legends, you do need to play those 4 solos to make sure you get those knocked out, but the rest of them, to the best understanding and to what Cralo did say today, the other 8 solos that have came out previously should stay like they have in previous years. But that is what we have for today. Very excited about the launch of Mutt. Very excited about the community that we do have and everything that we are able to share together. Yesterday, I believe I had 80,000 coins, or maybe it was 200,000 coins, depending on the time of the day, and was around 79 to 80 overall. Have definitely filled out my team. Probably had the best grinding day I have ever had yesterday, so very excited to be bringing you a No Money Spent team video, and we'll also be discussing the Redskins theme team that I've been able to put together as well. I wish you all the best and take care. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.